Okay, guys, for step 4 of dealing with your low back pain, we talked about hip stretches, we talked about muscle activation, we talked about spinal stretches. Now, what we are going to go over is good and proper form when going through movements. A lot of different exercises can bother people's low back if they're not engaged in the right muscles or if they're not moving correctly. I want to focus on moving correctly for these next few moments. The first exercise that a lot of people struggle with are deadlifts or hip hinge. Think about adding a weight. Maybe we're doing deadlifts with a barbell or with dumbbells. Maybe we're hinging at the hip for tricep kickbacks or bent over rows, reverse flies. Any of these things can overwork your low back if you are not careful. What we are looking for with any of the hip hinge motions, your hips should be going backwards. Let's practice deadlifts for a moment, and standing forwards. If your back is arched, these back muscles are overactive, overworking. If you're rounded just a little bit, your discs are now dealing with an extra added stress. Pull shoulder blades back, tighten core muscles, and really stretch the bottom of your hips to the back of the room. This should get a great stretch to your hamstrings and to your glutes. Your back is staying as straight as possible. Maybe we're moving with these, again, with deadlifts, maybe you're maintaining that position regardless. Abs are tight, shoulder blades are back. That is going to activate these supportive muscles and not overwork your low back muscles. The second one that is very common for people to deal with issues are planks. Maybe it's just a regular plank hold. Maybe we're practicing push-ups. But a lot of times what I see are tilted hips. Again, when your hips are tilted, your low back muscles are now shortened and over tightened. Another one that we deal with are hips up too high and rounding in the low back. Same thing that I was talking about with the hip hinge or deadlift portion. Now we're adding a little bit extra stress to those discs. Do what you can to engage that upper back, tuck your hips under to engage the glutes, and as you move, whatever movement that may be, we want to stabilize and keep everything as even as possible. The last one I want to talk about, because people do deal with issues here the most, are squats. Squatting, whether we're doing a barbell or if we're holding dumbbells, we still want to sit your hips back, which creates a little bit of a hip hinge. Back is now, again, still staying straight. If we're dropped over too much, we're loading these muscles up too much. If we're trying so hard to stay upright that we end up arching your back, the same issue goes on. So the moral of the story is keep your back straight. Make sure that if you're arching a little bit, you know that those muscles are fired up more. If we're rounding a little bit, we're putting more pressure on your disc. Move with intention. Tighten the core, pull those shoulder blades back, engage your larger hip muscles to protect your low back muscles. Hopefully this video is useful. If it is, share it to somebody. Make sure to give us a follow, and we'll see you guys soon.